right, here we go. It is sports graffiti time, and I'm not sure who's got the working phone.
Let's see
Ireland.
which one works. This is Jimmy in El Segundo. Jimmy,
there you go.
You're on sports graffiti. Go.
Mace, I know you think we lost the game. The Rams lost the game in the first half, but it was really lost 3 or 4 years ago when we didn't draft Creed Humphrey and instead got Tutu Atwell. And then last year, we traded up in the second round for Braden Fisk. We could have had Cooper DeJean. We already had Kobe Turner. We already had Jared Verse. We already had Byron Young. And we doubled down in a position of strength. We could have got a DB that was legit, could have had an anchor for the offensive line. And instead, we have two guys that are often injured and don't really make that much of an impact this year.
Jimmy, I find it so hard to be critical of Les Snead and the draft. You pointed out some interesting situations. I do like Braden Fisk a lot. But you're right. Back end of the defense, they've got problems.
But he also drafted guys like Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua late.
Yeah.
So it's hard to rip those.
I will say Tutu is a huge long-term mistake.
Completely
and
agree.
they paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's Chris in L.A. Hey, Chris, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go.
Hey, guys. I have an issue with the Tush push, and this isn't sour grapes because they just used it against the Rams, but I've always had a problem with it because it just, aside from them not being able to see when people are jumping off, false starting and whatnot, but it doesn't make any sense. You're not allowed to – the defense isn't allowed to knock a running back 5 yards and keep pushing him back. They blow the whistle because forward progress has stopped.
Right.
So it's the same thing on the other side. Why are you able to push a player forward if you're not able to do it on the opposite end?
I think Chris, the Tush push is going to be gone. We'll play Jason Kelsey on his podcast this week, who used to be the reason they did it. He was the Eagles center. He thinks it's gone.
It is a legal play, but they should be they are offsides on every single one. Every single one of them.
Here's Jesse in Oxnard. Hey, Jesse, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Yes, I just wanted to bring up that the Rams need to do whatever it takes to not only win the division but get ahead of the Eagles because they have the best home field advantage when it comes to the referees, including the tush push, not false starts never being called, and the flexing penalty on Puka Nacua in the situation like that was horrible.
Yeah, absolutely awful.
It was horrible.
And I've said it a million times. Yep. I might as well bring a dead horse into the studio and beat on it.
Right. Sports
is entertainment. What Puka Nacua was doing was entertaining. Not only is there no reason to penalize him for it, I think more people should do it.
And by the way, in fairness, they did have one on the Eagles, too, which was BS.
Yeah, another dumb idea.
Stupid.
Nick in Dallas. Hey, Nick, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, you guys, thanks for taking my call. Yeah, the networks, they need to do a better job of showing these USC games. I mean, 8 o'clock at night. I know, granted, I live in Texas, 10 o'clock my time, but that's just, to me, that's just disrespectful, not showing USC any love. Furthermore, I think USC will be fine. I think they're winning in the trenches. Keep in mind, there was a stat they showed at the game Saturday night. USC leads the country in sacks, and also Miami has not been sacked yet. So they're much improved in the trenches, and I think they'll go 3-1. If not undefeated, these next 4 games. So let's keep an eye on that.
I like it. Thanks. I am in agreement. I think they're going to get on a nice little run here and got a shot at the playoff.
Here is Mark in Moore Park. Hey, Mark, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Thanks for taking my call, guys. 2 things. One, I actually think McVay may have gotten out-coached by Sirianni's staff. Second half adjustments or lack thereof, and obviously not getting in the end zone. Secondly, Dodgers-Giants, watched them 7 times in the last 10 days. And I got to say, I think the rivalry is all but gone. The intensity wasn't there. Both teams fighting for playoff positions. Your thoughts? Thanks, guys.
Thanks.
The Giants don't seem to be in it yet. I mean, maybe they made that trade for Rafael Devers to try and bolster their offense. It really didn't work.
Great trade, didn't work. Pitching's not quite there. I mean, I think that the rivalry clearly now south. San Diego is the rivalry at the moment.
What the Dodgers have done since Mark Walter took over the team is nothing short of extraordinary.
Yep.
I mean, and think about Stan Kasten, the president of the Dodgers. The record for most division titles, in a 13-year period.
Yep.
The Dodgers are second. Now, 12 times in 13 years. Atlanta, when Kasten was the president, was first. They did it for 14 years. Dodgers can tie that next year. The Dodgers are just really smart and really good, and hopefully they're peaking at the right time. Here's Jim in Chino Hills. Hey, Jim, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Good, man.
You got to hear me out on this, okay? I know you guys love McVay, okay? But he's got to be called out, okay? Because in that first half, we got the ball on the 50-yard line with 2 minutes left, and he ran out the clock. I couldn't believe he ran out the clock. You're going against the Super Bowl champs that beat you in the playoffs, and you're trying to settle for a field goal. Okay,
Yeah.
That was ridiculous.
By the way, but he was
ridiculous.
Keep in mind, at the time, he was ahead 19-6.
Right. I think he's got a point, though, because they had 3 timeouts. They got the ball at the 50, and they just let the clock drip away. They let the time run out too quickly. They could have made a run at the end zone, instead settled for a field goal. I just thought it was very, very timid. Em, what do you think?
Of them in the
End of the first half, 3 timeouts, 50-yard line. They don't do anything. They just let the clock roll out, kick a field goal.
Sure, I guess we could, at the end of the day, point to that and all the other 9 things that John has said. Yeah, I think that McVay has a timeout issue. Second half, and he didn't use any in the first half, so there could be something about that.
Yep. Jim, we'll talk to Sean on Wednesday.
Yep.
I still think that as great of a coach as he is, and he is a masterful play caller, he has a blind spot inside the red zone, and it's been going on for 2 or 3 years now, where for whatever reason they can't draw plays that puts the ball in the end zone, and they settle for too many field goals.
Yeah.
So that part of your call, of that criticism, is valid. Everything else, though, I'd rather have McVay than almost everybody else.
Oh, yeah, me too. But end of the first half, clock management, some of the time, red zone. By the way, I was talking to Juan yesterday. I'm like, boy, this red zone stuff is so frustrating. And I had talked to McVay about it. He says, you actually talked to McVay about his play calling? I'm like, yeah, I absolutely did. Ask last week about his red zone calls.
And he admitted that it needs to get better.
Yeah. And he even admitted it last year when they hired a person for that job to basically help him with specifically timeouts, end-of-game scenarios. And you can have a great coach, and even he would say this too, that he needs to improve on certain things.
Eric in Long Beach. Hey, Eric, you're on Sports Graffiti. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So one of the best things about being a San Francisco 49er fan living in L.A. is listening to all the excuses of the Rams day after they lose. But that's not the reason why I call. You guys, I know you guys get paid to glaze the Rams being as though you're the flagship station.
Right.
But I think it's time for you guys to pay more attention to the best pro football team in L.A. who has the best.
Are you effing kidding me? Seriously,
and
this is the day you choose to do this? This is the day you choose to do this?
Eric, I don't think you're wrong. I think the Chargers are really good.
No, I think – are you talking about the Chargers or are you talking about the Niners?
He's talking about the
Chargers.
He has had a long preamble.
Yeah, it was a long preamble. But here's my main point. My prediction here is that since Clayton Kershaw just retired, do you think that this is the end of the line for Matthew Stafford and he announces his retirement after this year? It looks like, in the words of Max Kellerman, he is, over the hill or?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I will say this, Eric. I think it's possible.
Oh, yeah, I think it's totally possible he retired. I don't think he's timing it to Clayton Kershaw, despite the fact that they played ball together.
What? He played high school ball
right.
together?
No, he's linking the two.
What?
Yeah.
No, Eric is not.
Yeah, Eric
Stafford.
is. I'm not. Stafford is.
I'm making a joke that everybody brings up that they played high school ball together.
And please do not come with anything Niners today. I'm not in the mood.
Sorry.
All right, Eric. Thanks for the call.
You, Eric. Oh, he was still there.
Yeah. And just let him
He
on
apologized.
There.
Okay, that's nice, Eric.
Here's Ken in Newport Beach. Hey, Ken, you're on Sports Graffiti.
What's wrong with the Dodgers, Ken?
Hey, guys. Well, 2 weeks ago, I called Dodger Talk, and I said Trinan's got to be pulled.
Yes.
His fastball's not there. His curve's not over the plate. He was 1-5 then.
Yep.
Well, he's 1-7 now with a 5.55 ERA. That's the worst for any reliever in the major leagues. And I went back on the Dodgers since they moved to L.A. They've never had a reliever 1-7. You've got to stop with Trinan. It's not going to work. And he shouldn't even be in the playoffs because what they've done is jeopardize themselves. They may end up with Philadelphia if they keep losing anymore.
Yeah.
Well, they will get Philadelphia in the second round.
Yeah, but Ken.
But you're either going to get Philly or Milwaukee.
Ken, I'll take it a step farther than you are. I wouldn't pitch Trinan. I wouldn't pitch Kirby Yates. I wouldn't even pitch Tanner Scott. I've had it with that whole bullpen. Emmett Sheehan is better than all of them. And Sheehan's getting the ball the first time the starter comes out of game one, if it's up to me. Is that too extreme on my part? Oh, we must have lost him.
You could have left him in the eighth inning. No one was touching him. You only gave up one hit.
Right. Yeah, Ken, I'll be honest. I kind of throw these games out because the Dodgers are already where they are. They're already basically locked in.
They can still lose the division.
They can. They can, but it doesn't. I don't think they're going to, and I understand why they're trying it. Although after yesterday, that may be it. I don't even know if he's pitchable in the postseason. I think he may be left off the roster altogether.
I would. I mean, whatever it is, he doesn't have it.
He does not have it, no.
Here's Fabian in Orange County. Hey, Fabian, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, how you doing, fellas? Who's got it better than us? Nobody. 3-0, baby. That's the way to go. All division games. What a way to start. You know what I mean? Let's go Chargers. Both Pride Orange County. Let's go.
Okay, there's
bolt up, baby. Charger fans coming out of the woodwork. But you can't ask for a better start.
There.
3 wins, all in division. All without their highest paid offensive lineman, who's out for the year, Rashawn Slater. They've been great.
Yeah, they've been terrific.
No Khalil Mack yesterday. Najee Harris went down, but we're still winning.
Yeah, Najee Harris is done, we think, for the year.
Yeah,
right?
but I think Omarion Hampton's better than him anyway.
Do you think, Bri, that they double down, get someone at the traded line, kind of F them picks this era because the window's right here?
Well, what would you trade for?
Well, you can get another running back. You can get some more help on the line. You know, there's some places to replace these guys, or at least help this this period of time when you don't have these guys when they're injured.
Well, you know, something to think about. Not that the Rams would do it, but when Harbaugh won the national championship at Michigan, his leading rusher was Blake Corum.
Yeah.
I'm sure with Najee Harris going down, Chargers might overpay.
Right, but we like Blake Corum.
Right,
Blake Corum had a couple of good runs yesterday. I think he should be as involved in the run game as Kyron Williams is at this point.
But what if you could get a corner who could start?
Well, I mean, do you have a specific name? I mean, honestly,
I don't know enough about it.
No, I think Blake Corum is a guy that's going to get more and more carries. His role in the offense is expanding, and I would not trade Blake Corum.
Even for a corner.
Well, I mean, sure, throw out a name and I'll make an determination.
Let's just say a functional corner who would play most downs. A starter.
Functional quarter.
Starter.
I suppose I would think about it.
Yeah.
But McVay loves Corum. It's not an accident that they took Corum so high. And he had a really good day yesterday against Philadelphia. So, yeah, I don't think that's necessarily the direction that things are going to go.
All right, we'll squeeze one more in here. Roger in Fort Worth. Hey, Roger, you're on Sports Graffiti. Hi.
Hey, going back to that USC game, I'm so livid. What's this thing the refs do where they make the defense they make the offense wait for the defense to get off the field, and then we end up getting delay a game? That's freaking ridiculous.
Well, it all has to do with teams playing hurry up. So, Roger, a lot of offenses don't want to let the other team substitute. The sport decided you have to give the other team an opportunity to substitute.
And
so,
they try to
slow
things down.
If you bring in new players on offense, then the other team has the right to bring in new players on defense.
And the right to jog off at a reasonable pace.
Well, that's what you mentioned exactly. Earlier. That's what Syracuse got. They won. Syracuse upset Clemson, but they
had fake injuries and got fined $25,000.
Yeah, because they were trying to slow the game down.
All right. Thank you very much for all the calls during Sports Graffiti. Let's talk about it on Sports Graffiti, sponsored by Better Health. Remember, mental health is health. Visit betterhelp.com/timeout today for 10% off your first month of therapy. That's betterhelp.com/timeout.